Hello everybody, it's the King back here with another video, and today guys, I want to try something different. Now, if you've been a follower of my channel for a while now, or if you've even just taken a peek at the channel banner, you'll have realized that I'm kind of passionate about anime. You know, I watch it frequently. I watch multiple series at once. I've rewatched a bunch of the best ones. I'm just very passionate. And when I find a series I like, I do research about the mythology it's based on. I go read the manga or read the light novel or do like some what's it called, like in-depth research, you know, because that's just what I like to do when I'm interested in a series, you know, whether like it be Naruto or like Demon Slayer, even like One Piece, like anything. Code Geass, you know, like literally any anime you can think of, I am just a big fan of. I've seen almost every single one, and I know that's hard to believe, but my list actually hit over 500 like a year and a half ago, maybe even more than that. Yeah, actually, it's probably closer to like 2 years ago now. So yeah, like I've watched over 500 anime. It's easy. So I mean, like I'm very, very passionate about anime, and I've tried to make like a couple anime videos in the past, but sadly I just like I ended up deleting most of them because I was worried they wouldn't do well on my channel, and I want to post this and just see how it'll do, right? And this video is going to be different for a couple different reasons. The first of which is basically, I'm actually going to be trying to edit this video, so the picture on screen is going to be changing with what I'm talking about. There's going to be a couple, like, quick little edits here and there, and it's definitely something new. I've never edited any of my videos to this degree, right? Like, sometimes what's it called? Change up the audio a little bit, but this is completely different and nothing I've ever done before. So, yeah, I hope you guys will like it, and without further ado, let's get right into it. So today, guys, we are talking about that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Episode 11 specifically, it finally happened. Our boy Remuru turned into a demon lord, and I'm like, oh my god, okay. I've literally, like, I watched the episode yesterday, right, and for like a good 6 hours after watching it, I was just ranting to myself about like all the different possibilities and like what this could mean. So that's actually what this episode's gonna be about. We're gonna do like an in-depth like breakdown of every single one of the changes of Remuru that we know so far, right? No manga spoilers, no light novel spoilers, just anime, right? We're gonna do some speculation about what some of his new abilities could mean and what they could do. Now, the first thing that changed, when he evolved, was he got a race change. He's no longer just a slime, which I find interesting, because he turned into a demon slime, right? It says you change into a demon slime race. Now, the reason I find this interesting is because I was like, okay, wait, demon slime? Does that mean that, like, anybody who evolves into a demon lord, like, whatever their race they are, will just get it, like, a demon added onto it? And then I was like, I don't think that's right, because if I remember correctly, Demon Lord Carrion, right, I was like, he has to be a beast man of some kind, right? But he doesn't look like a beast man, you know? He looks superhuman. So I was like, that's kind of odd. So I did some research, okay? I went into Demon Lord Carrion's, like, background and history and stuff, and I found out something very, very interesting. His race is, if I remember correctly, he is a lion beastman, and I think his specific, like, his actual title is, like, Greater Lion Beastman race? I think that's the name. So that brings up a couple things, right? That means that Demon Lord Carrion was a lion man, was like a lion man, beast man, right? Before he evolved into a demon lord. He then evolved into a demon lord and then stayed a lion man, but became a higher, like, version of the beast man, or of the lion man race, excuse me. So I think this means one thing, right? Since what I'm guessing is that there's no higher version of the slime race, because the slime race is supposed to be like the most basic race, right? So since there's no like higher tier, right? So there's no like greater slime or like superior slime race, right? It's just slime. I think what happened is the system made a new race. Now, don't quote me on this, because I have no, like I said, I'm not using manga spoilers or anything, and this is just pure speculation. But I think Remuru might be the first of the Demon Slime race. I don't think there has ever been a Demon Slime race before. And more so, I think that the slime race never had any variants, which is why he became a Demon Slime race. It would make sense because, like I said, Demon Lord Carrion was a Beastman. He evolved into a Demon Lord, and then he still stayed a Beastman, right? He didn't get a demon, like, he didn't become a Demon Lion Man. No, he was still a Lion Man, but he became a better version of the race. I think the specific thing is, like, I'll have, like, a little text bubble up on screen, or try to, or I'm not quite sure how good I am at this editing thing, but I'll try to have, like, a quote on screen of, like, the official Beastman, like, a name, right? But it still stays Lion Man. It doesn't have demon in it, so it's kind of odd. So that must mean that there must have been, like, several variants of the Lion Man race, right? So that means that since there were no variants of the slime race, he actually made his own race. The system created a new race, and he is the first member of it. If this is the case, this is like history breaking for their world, because, like I said, there's never been a Demon Slime before. So I don't know what this could mean, honestly. I don't. This could mean so many different things, but for right now, it means that he's in uncharted territory. There has never been a slime that has achieved this level of power, and we already knew that, right? We knew that there wasn't any slimes with his level of power when he was intelligent enough to talk, when he had the ability to use Devour and all this other stuff, right? So we knew he was on a different league from the very beginning, but this is like way more complicated than we thought. If he's in uncharted territories, I wonder what his Demon Slime race could do, right? Like, I wonder what's different from being a slime. I mean, like, I'm so curious now, right? Like, I'm so, I can't wait. But that's really all I can speculate about the Demon Slime race, because we don't know anything yet. We need to wait until next week's episode. We have no clue. So let's move on to the next thing that changed, okay? Now, we're going on to his intrinsic skills, right? So his first one is, and this is actually very, very, very OP, and I'll explain why after, like, I read it, right? The individual can now freely change his material and spiritual bodies. Now, the picture that is, by the way, these are all screenshots taken directly from the episode. The picture that is shown here, right, is this, like, slimy material, right, that seems to be, like, changing at the very, like, tips, like, into, like, some sort of metallic material. I need you to pay attention here, right? Because, like, the first part doesn't actually matter. His ability to freely change his material body does not matter, because he was able to do that before. We've seen him use, like, change his, like, hand into, like, a scaly hand, right? Like, a lizard man hand, and we've seen him, like, turn his hand into steel before. That's not anything impressive, it's not anything new. What is, however, new and impressive, and actually kind of OP when you think about it, is his ability to change his spiritual body. Now, if you remember that, like, that priestess who showed up at the village trying to kill him with her sword, that if she hit him 3 times with, his soul would disintegrate. If this skill works the way I think it does, I think it means he could freely, like, make his spiritual body harden. Like, he could enhance his soul's defenses, so her sword wouldn't work on him. Because while they were fighting, she said something very interesting, right? She was like, no matter how powerful a person is, their soul remains the same level of weakness no matter who you are. 3 hits from the sword will kill you, no matter who you are, no matter how powerful you are, right? If he has the ability to change his spiritual body's, like, it's makeup, right? So change it from just being, from, like, make it denser, or make it, like, make it like a spirit version of steel, right? Make his soul harder, or make it, like, you know what I mean? If he can enhance the defensive capabilities of his soul, that would, it would be OP, because you have to remember, that sword, right, that she was using could apparently kill anyone. If he can get past that, then he'll have overcome an amazing weakness that nobody else in the world can do, right? Because changing your spiritual body has to be pretty rare. I don't think we've seen somebody in the series so far who can do that. So the fact that he can means so much. I don't really know I don't know what, like, all the the properties, right? But, like, even just the most basic, right? If we take it at its word, and just he can only change its defense, right? Then if the only thing he can do is change his soul's defensive properties, then it is still OP. But if we take it a step further, right? What if instead of just making it able to change his its defensive properties, what if he's able to change his spiritual body into more of an offensive being, right? If he can do that, right? Imagine if he can make his soul, right? Have the essence of fire, right? Or something like that. Where it's basically he's so strong that he can just if you touch his soul, it'll burn you. Or he can manipulate his soul's body to make it into sort of a stand. Imagine if he can make his soul fight for him. That would be crazy, right? That would make him unstoppable. Think about that. That's crazy. But like I said, this is all speculation, and we have no idea what this actually means in usage. We don't know what it can actually do. But if it works the way I think it does, they just made him immune to a huge weakness. Because even when he became a demon lord, right? When we knew he was gonna become one, I was that girl with that sword, she's still gonna pose a threat. Because it doesn't matter how powerful he is, if his soul is still left exposed, easy, 3 hits, he's dead, right? But now, right, if he can manipulate his soul structure, it doesn't matter. He can make his soul so tough that it doesn't take any damage, and it's just crazy. Alright, let's move on to the next skill. Alright, so the next skill is infinite regeneration. This one is kind of self-explanatory, honestly, and you can probably guess what it does. It's not really that, it's just, he can regenerate infinitely. But here's the thing, right? He could have regenerated infinitely from the very beginning. Give me 1 second, everybody. I'll be right back. Sorry. So as I was saying, right, he could have regenerated infinitely from the beginning. We've seen this. His slime body can regenerate infinitely. So what does infinite regeneration actually mean? Because he could do that originally, right? And these are all new, right? Because while he was transforming to a demon lord, it said that all of his old skills were copied over. So everything he could do before, he could do now, too. So, infinite regeneration is new. It's something that we haven't seen before. I have a theory. Okay, so he could already regenerate before, right? And he did it at a pretty, quick rate, right? In a couple of seconds, he could regenerate his, lost arm. And we've seen this with, when he was fighting what's it called? What are they? The trolls? No, they're not trolls. They're ogres, right? No, they're not ogres. What are they? The samurai, the old samurai dude when he first met them in the village. I'm gonna have a picture of them on the screen. I forgot their actual race, but the name of their race, right? But when he was fighting them, right, the old man actually managed to cut off his hand, and Remuru regenerated it immediately, right? What if infinite regeneration doesn't just mean that he can regenerate it, right? That he can just regenerate it. What if it means what if it acts similar to Kirito? Who the hell is what if it to Kira? Oh my god, Kirito. Why am I pronouncing that so weird? What is okay? So what if it works similar to Kirito, where in Sword Art Online? I'm not sure if you've ever watched it, but you probably should have. It's not good. Don't get me wrong. It gets worse with every season, but the first season was okay, but I'm not talking about Sword Art Online right now. But there's a scene in Sword Art Online, right, where Kirito is being attacked, right, and basically he gloats about how his level is so high, he regenerates fast enough before he takes damage. What if it's like that? What if Rimuru's body now just regenerates from any attack automatically so fast that you can't by the time you go in for the next sword swing, the first sword swing is already healed? What if it's instantaneous regeneration? At that point, I'm assuming only people who could move at light speed could actually hurt him, because if you attack slower than light speed, right? Then your next attack, then by the time you've landed your next attack, he's already healed the first attack and you've done no damage. I think that's what this skill means. And if it is, then oh my god, Rimuru is becoming more unstoppable with every skill we read. It is crazy. Alright, let's go on to the next skill. Universal Detect. I feel like this kind of works like I feel like this kind of works by just like I think it's pretty obvious, but I think it just makes him omniscient. I think it makes him aware of everything that's going on in the universe, which usually would overwhelm like anybody, right? Like, because you have to remember, Rimuru still has a human brain, right? He has a human consciousness, and so like this ability would probably melt his brain, but thankfully he has Great Sage. Or should I say Raphael? Okay, no. I'm sorry. I was really trying to not get to that part, right? But oh my God, Raphael. We will talk. We're saving her until the end of the episode because she has so much to discuss. But oh my God, great shades. But like, yeah. So back to Universal Detect. So like I said, I think this just makes him omniscient. So like he's just aware of everything that's going on in the universe all at once. So like he could basically be like, "Hey, Great Sage, tell me where like I could go find like a diamond," right? And she'll like give him the coordinates because he's just aware of everything. I think that's what it means, right? I think he's just able to tell where everything is at once in the universe. And maybe I'm taking Universal, right, a little too, like, seriously. Maybe it's only, like, in a zone around him. But even so, that's still the OP. It basically means that no enemy is ever sneaking up on him because he's always aware of everybody at once. That's kind of crazy. Alright, let's move on to the next skill. Alright, Lord's Ambition. I don't know. I don't know. I have a guess, but I don't think it's gonna be any. I have no idea. I honestly do not know. I don't know what the skill does, okay? Lord's Ambition, I have no clue. I have a guess, okay? I have a guess, but I'm not sure. And I don't think my guess is gonna be any close, like anywhere close. But I think maybe Lord's Ambition boosts his power for the amount of followers he has. I don't know if that's actually what it does, but I think that might be it, right? I think Lord's Ambition, right? Because a lord is somebody who leads, right? It's somebody who has a bunch of followers. And ambition is like your goals, right? Ambition is like what you want to achieve. So if you're a lord's ambition is like achieving a lot of followers, right? Or conquering a lot of area. Now if we take that literally, I think it would mean that like the more followers he gains, the more power he gets. So for every person who pledges allegiance to him, he gains a power boost. I think that might be what it means. Although again, I'm not sure. This is a speculation, and this is probably the most speculative out of this entire list. Alright, let's move on. Enhanced replication. This is the one I wanted to talk about the most, okay? Second only to Raphael. This is what I wanted to talk about the most. Okay, alright. Hold on. I'm about to get really ranty, okay? Okay, I hope you guys are ready for this, okay? I need to take a breath in. I need to calm down. Okay. Alright. You remember that scene in Season 1 where Remuru absorbed a sword, right? A Mazicule sword, and then made like 20 of them, right? He replicated them inside of his body and then like duplicated them, okay? Enhanced replication, I'm thinking means one of two things. I'm thinking it either means that now he has the ability to replicate things, right? Like flawlessly. So like what I'm thinking is, since you guys know how he ate Caesaroo, right? And that's how he has a human form now, right? What if he's able to replicate her human form? And I don't mean like turn into a human, right? We already know he can do that. I mean like, what if he can make infinite human clones from her DNA? Because now he has like perfect replication abilities, and he can replicate anything he eats, like to the like degree, to the slightest degree. Now, it's either this, right? Or, and this is what I personally think it is, right? Out of the two options, I think it's the second one. I think it's this one right here. What if enhanced replication means he can copy any monster's skill even more than he could before? Because before, like I said, we've seen him turn his hand into like a lizard man's hand. We've seen him use spider silk, and we've seen him use like different attacks from different creatures and change his body to match those like different creatures. What if now he's able to like match like their they're not only their like what's it called? Not only their body parts, right? But like their skills, right? What if he sees Veldora use like a dragon blast, right? And like what if he's able to copy the dragon blast even without even having the skill? What if enhanced replication means he can copy skills? Oh my, I didn't even think of that. Yo, if he could copy skills, oh my god. Oh, it's over. Yo, I'm sorry, bro. I feel sorry for the human kingdom who attacked him. I mean, oh my god. If he can copy skills, it's over. Oh, if he can copy skills, yo, oh my god, just think about this, bro. If he can copy skills, it don't matter how powerful you are, he's gonna be more powerful than you, because he is a slime that can infinitely regenerate, okay? That can go into auto battle mode and just let Great Sage take over his body, and can copy all your skills. It doesn't matter how powerful you are, right? He can copy your skill. By the time you hit him, he'll have regenerated, and then he's gonna use your own skill against you. It doesn't matter how powerful you are. Now, with this skill, he has the perfect offense because he can copy any skill, and the perfect defense because of infinite regeneration. He is unstoppable. Oh, I can't wait until episode 12 where I can't wait, bro. I need to see that episode. All right. Let's move on. All right. All right. Universal threat acquisition. I have no clue. I've been thinking about this for a full day and a half. I don't know. I honestly do not know. It's sad. I don't even have any guesses. I just don't. I don't know. I'm sorry. I just don't. So we're gonna move on because, like I said, I don't even have a guess about what this could be. Natural elemental nullification. I think he can nullify elemental magic. Think about that. He can just nullify elemental magic. And it says natural, so I'm assuming it only applies to, like, fire, water, earth, and air. I think that's what it means by natural, like the natural four elements. I don't think darkness and light work, because a light counts as holy magic and darkness counts, I think, as it's counts as chaos magic, right? I think that's what it counts as, right? So that's why light and darkness aren't included. I think this basically means that any fire, water, earth, or wind attack immediately gets nullified. It can't hit him, basically. Oh my god. Alright, let's move on. Ailment nullification. Nothing really special here. He's, my bad, everybody. I forgot to turn off my notifications. But yeah, so as I was saying, ailment nullification, right? Basically, nothing special. He can't get sick, which isn't new. He couldn't get sick before since, he's a slime. So, I don't know. I guess, like, no poisons and, like, stuff like that. That type of stuff doesn't affect him. Actually, wait, no, hold on, sorry, I made a mistake, I misspoke. He actually could get sick before. I know most of you are like, you're crazy, like, what are you talking about? Let me explain. So, in an OVA, okay, like in one of the OVAs, Remuru goes to the beach with the people from the village, right? And he has a cold during that entire episode, okay? Which means he actually can get sick. His slime body can get sick. This basically means he can't get sick, and he can't get, he can't get poisoned. And I think actually, in season 1, it was stated that if he ever drank alcohol, he could actually become intoxicated. So, I think this basically means he's not affected by ailments anymore, because he actually was before. I misspoke. Yes, he was able to be affected by ailments before, but now he isn't. Okay, so let's move on. Spiritual attack resistance. Okay. Oh, spiritual attack resistance. I think this is exactly what I was talking about with the give me a second, everybody. Alright, so spiritual attack resistance, right? This is what I was talking about when I said, maybe he can enhance his soul's defense, right? This states outright that he can. So, regardless of whether he can change his soul's property, he can enhance its defense no matter what because of the skill. Which, like I said, is gonna make him so OP because the soul, no matter like how powerful your physical body is so like your weakest point. If he can enhance it, then it's basically like he's doubling or tripling his defense even because it's amazing. It's a crazy skill. All right, let's move on. So holy attack resistance. All right, same thing honestly as like elemental resistances and the spiritual like resistance. It basically just means that holy attacks aren't as effective. They just don't do as much damage. All right, let's move on. Okay, so all right, so that's actually all for everything that changed. Everything that changed with Remuru. There is, however, another individual that we need to talk about because while she is connected to Remuru, she isn't Remuru. Okay, now the picture that I'm about to show on screen is not Jesus. Okay, I promise you it's not Jesus. It is Remuru. Okay, okay. So Great Sage tried to evolve during the Demon Lord evolution, right? And it couldn't. It tried, I think it was like, it tried like literally maybe an endless amount of times and it couldn't. Then it sacrificed one of his skills, right? I think it was the merciless skill. I think it sacrificed that one to be able to evolve, and it did. And Great Sage evolved into it was trying to evolve into the word of the words, okay? That's what it was trying to evolve into. That was its evolution of the skill, okay? But it couldn't do so. So instead, it evolved into Raphael. Oh my god, okay. Let me explain why this is a big deal, okay? So, think about it this way, right? Great Sage had an evolution line, right? Think about it as a Pokemon, right? Great Sage is like, let's say like a Charmeleon, right? Now, its next evolution is a Charmander. I just hit the mic. But yes, it is a Charmander, okay? So Great Sage can evolve into a Charmander, okay? Now, we're gonna say that like, for whatever reason, right? This Charmander is level, like, 30, right? So he's not high enough to evolve into a Charizard, okay? So, what is this Charmander gonna do? Okay? And I'm trying to explain it in Pokemon terms because it's just way easier to explain. Okay, so instead of evolving into a Charizard, right? Instead of evolving into a Charizard, it ignores its entire evolution path and fuses with a Squirtle to make like a fusion Pokemon. That's basically what it did. Great Sage couldn't evolve into what it was supposed to. So instead, it sacrificed a skill and became more than what it was ever supposed to, okay? Raphael is actually like on the screen when it was being like told like, oh, Great Sage has evolved into Raphael. It said Great Sage has evolved into the ultimate skill, Raphael. Before, when it was trying to evolve into Word of the Words, it wasn't saying it was an ultimate skill. Great Sage basically couldn't evolve normally, so it just surpassed what it was supposed to. It surpassed, like, it went plus ultra. It's very complicated to explain, but I hope this makes sense. Okay, so let's go into what Raphael can actually do, because, oh my god, okay. So, okay. To explain what Raphael can do, we need to explain what Word of the Words could do, okay? Now, think about it this way, right? Great Sage was able to answer anything that, like, Remuru would ask, right? Almost anything, right? So if, like, Remuru was like, what is... Give me 1 second, everybody. So, like, if Remuru asked what is this rock made out of, right? Great Sage would be like... I don't know, like maybe try eating it, okay? So like, Remuru would absorb it, and then Great Sage would be like, processing, I'll tell you in an hour, okay, right? Like she had like a cooldown time, like, that told you how far along she was when, like, discovering the item. I assume a word of the words, right? And I know it's like a tongue twister. I'm gonna put it in the comments down below, but like what it actually is. But like, yes. So, like, her like supposed evolution, right? What I assume that would have done is Rimuru could have been like, "What is that rock?" And it just would have told him instead of him having to absorb it and then having to wait for like Great Sage to discover what it was, right? I think it would have just told him. Raphael is a step above that. What does that even mean? Like, what can Raphael tell him now? Can Rimuru just? I don't even know. I don't even know what Raphael can do anymore. Like, she's obviously gonna be OP, right? Like, I just. Like, could Rimuru ask her, hey, how much health does that person I'm about to fight, like, have? And then could she actually give, like, an answer? I don't know how much her calculative abilities have evolved. All I know is that they've evolved a big amount. I don't really know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh my god, but Remuru became Jesus. That's basically... If there's one takeaway from this entire episode, it's that Remuru is now Jesus. Like, just... Alright. That's all for today's episode, guys. I'm not gonna talk about Spirit Resurrection. I think that deserves its own episode, so I'm not gonna talk about that in this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, though. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.